Morning and welcome back. We're going to hit it a little earlier today and try and knock out some things here and there. Give me a second, let me update the old Facebook. But today we're going to start really putting a lot of this shit together. Give me just a second. I hope everyone's doing well. I had my egg, bacon, and cheese English muffin. It's pretty good, fairly tasty. I only wish I had some different cheese. All I have is the shredded cheese, which is fine, but it kind of sucks when you want the full slice experience. And that was my downfall. Didn't have the full slice experience. Boom. Okay, we're updated. We're good to go. Rocking and rolling, baby. Rocking and rolling. Get a little sippy sip of water here. Okay. So what happens a lot of time is I'll go to bed. I'll finish editing a couple things here and there, and then I'll look back at it and I'll say, I don't like the way these bricks are done, or this side, or these. I do. Don't get me wrong. I do like all of these pieces, with the exception of the windows and the doors. We're gonna work on those today, I think. But what I didn't like is the bricks, which are fine. And the way they are, we may keep them that way just for siding purposes, but I don't like the way that they only look like they're going in one direction. So if I put them on a street somewhere or something like that, you only have one flow, one direction to flow through. So not a big fan, at least on the street. So we're going to start working on some of these mesh components here. And we may need to start rounding off some of these, like these here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add another couple bevels here, because I really want these to give it a rounded look. The other stuff we're okay with. I'm not entirely sure. You know what? I've decided that we're gonna keep it that way. We'll figure it out. We'll add some shit if we need to. Not too worried about it. So we do need to add a couple fine details to the windows here, and nothing that's gonna be too hard to add. Let me get this brought over. We're just going to add a couple little things like these here. Just some cross sections that'll go in the middle. And again, keeping it low poly, and a lot of this stuff, the viewer's not even going to see. The audience is going to be focused on either an animation or the short or lighting, something else, or just in kind of amazement of everything. We'll keep it the lowest point here, and we'll even do we'll add a little character to this too. May have to scoot it up slightly. There you go. And we'll kick it back in slightly. And what we'll even do is we'll take we'll make this we'll just give it something little something, make it pop. Let's go into our smooth select here, grab the top and bottom if we can make it work. I'm not sure what's happening with my smooth select tool. Oh, there we go. And let's see here. There you go, just something minute little details. that only we're really going to appreciate, so get used to that. Okay, tiny stuff, but makes a window a window. Let's make that door a door. One, I don't like the size of it. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Apologize, choked on some water. Alright. Let's pull this in. And at least flesh out one door. One, we're going to need it to be bigger. I think that's an appropriate size. We'll also do stairs and everything else too. So we'll work on those. Oh, and I've already got, I saved myself an ass load of work. So it looks like these faces just need to kind of shrink into one side a little here. Not sure why it does that. Just a little, because we want this kind of outer glow effect. It'll add a little character to it, and you'll understand once we get there. And so let's do some... Yeah, let's do some slight decorations. Just a couple little things that just make it an actual door, you know? And they're simple. We're not going crazy with this. It's just adding a little geometry so that the user or the audience knows, oh yeah, for sure, that's a door. Yeah, I like that. We may add a... No, we'll do it. And we may even kind of rotate some of these a little off. Just for another little bonus effect. But what I want to start doing is polishing the details, because then we're going to start actually making our modular housing units here. So when we start putting them together, we will have some finished pieces. And I want them to be unwrapped, semi-textured. I at least want Lambert's on there to identify color scheme or at least a shading effect. And they'll be unwrapped, so we can always take it into a program like Substance and really deck them out if we want to. I'm not as interested in that as I am just the modeling with you guys. And I may release my library to you so you can do your own. And you can show me what you got, kid. There we go. Simple door. Nothing crazy. Let's add one of these in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And what we'll do is we will... Too big. Shrink this down. Really go in with it. And we're going to delete the back because we're not going to use the back face. Again, you know, we still want to keep as much of this on a... you know, I don't like that shape. Sorry. Keep this as low poly as possible. Because we're still going to be putting this into... No, you know what? The cylinder was going to work, but we're going to drop it down to 5. And you will see why here in a second. If my fucking shape would... You gotta be shitting me. It's even in between a 90 turn. Alright, what's half of 11.25? Let's get that calculator out. It would be on that angle. 5.625. 5.625. Got it. Think it's still a little off, but that's okay. We're just adding a little character to it. And what we'll even do is we'll add shingles and maybe some different doors and things like this. Again, this is just starting materials. As we go on and we want different variation, we'll create them as we go. My door looks ripped. You know what we can even do? Just give a little added kind of variation. No, I like the other ones. Again, minute things. And we may even shrink some of these down, or you know what we may do? Just one extra level. No, I don't want it like that. I just want it brought in. Let's try doing it with just a couple of them and see how that looks. Oh, we'll see. God damn. This water's gonna kill me. And I want this to be a window as well. Oh. And we can add some cool designs here and there on some of these. And let's kill this back face. And let's get this brought up and over. Alright. Damn it. I'm sure there's a button to actually create on origin point or something like that, but I just have not fucked with it enough to figure it out. In hindsight, it would save me a ton of time. Or to just build on an origin point like I'm supposed to. But, fuck that. Ain't no I got time for that. Kick this in, stretch it out. That's what she said. There we go. And let's go ahead and... Actually, you know what? Before we get to that point, let's grab these. My vampire cross here. Just delete those for simplicity's sake. I'm just going to combine those so I'm not having to fuck with everything all at once. Bring it in. Good enough. And then let's add us a doorknob. What? Wrong button. Alright, doorknob. There's a couple different ways people do this.